wanted to talk about twin flames. This is something that, there's different cycles, not cycles, how do I put this? There's different steps to your twin flame journey, but the thing is what makes it work is the determination of both twins wanting the same thing. So they're both pushing for the same thing. And their love feels the same. Now, does that mean it's easy? Absolutely not. The twin flame journey is actually a very difficult one, but when both twins want the same thing, it only makes the relationship stronger, if that makes sense. So, for myself, I've been on the twin flame journey for quite a while. I've had my moments of feeling like it was never going to come, even though I know we are very close spiritually. We actually were already in a relationship, but on a physical level, a 3D physical level, we hadn't come into union yet. And so over the last year, we have not only came into union, but we also, within the last 3 months, came into a physical relationship now. So we've been in a relationship for a little over 3 months. And again, has it been perfect? No. But when you have two fighting souls that want the same thing, that's when it works. You're building each other, but you're both wanting the same thing, which therefore you're both patient with each other. You're both have clear communication in how you feel and what your needs are, what your expectations are, your intentions are. Those are all open, honest communication that you share within each other, not just spiritually, because spiritually you're already, I almost said married, already together, but you are in a divine marriage union. But physically, that is something that you both have to want on a physical level, because that's where self-will comes in. But when you're both two fighting spirits, as in one soul, one heart, split in two bodies, two physical bodies, when you both want that same thing, and you're both emotionally mature enough to be constructive with each other and not, it's not toxic, and it is not just easy, if that makes sense. It requires work. Any relationship takes work, but when you both can work towards it, that's when you can make it work. For ourselves, what's different within our twin flame relationship versus a regular relationship is when you meet somebody and you're attracted to them physically, or maybe you are attracted to them mentally, you experience a lot of dopamine rushes in the beginning. And so that's where they say you have to get past the first 6 months. That is the approximate time frame that you kind of know if that's going to work. But in a twin flame relationship, it's actually kind of the opposite, and that is what I've experienced. It has been, say, 85% magical. The other 15%, yes, we have had some constructive communication with each other, which has helped each other evolve. So where that's opposite to a regular relationship, where you have those dopamine levels, those butterflies, those, the things that you feel in the beginning, that's when that wears off, and that's where you're facing each other truthfully, and whether that's what you want in your relationship or not. Where the twin flame, like I said, is literally opposite. So we are actually building a strong foundation first, And so therefore it only gets better with time. So that's how I know physically. I know who we are anyways, but that's how our relationship is much different than any other relationship I've had. Because yes, we feel that dopamine level, but we have communication. We have these things that are building our relationship strong. So it can only, again, get better with time as we evolve. And so, but the thing is also we do communicate with each other. We are very expressive to each other, good, bad, however you want to call it, whatever the different vibrations are. We don't suppress them and we don't avoid them. We both address them when we feel or see a difference within each other. And we communicate to each other so we can not just compromise, but we can find a solution. And so that way it's building a healthy foundation as we progress and evolve. So we are both at a position of, like I said, it's very, very different than any other relationship as far as having those high dopamine levels and then it wearing off. We are strong, and both wanting the same thing, both communicative, and both fighting spirits. So it has been quite magical, even if it's not the most perfect moments. The constructive has been beautiful too. And we both equally share with each other and thank each other. That's the other thing, is we thank each other for expressing how we feel. We thank each other for communicating. We thank each other for help evolving each other. And so a twin flame relationship does not have to be toxic. It can be constructive and beautiful at the same time. But again, it just depends on the both twins to want the same thing and build towards the same thing. So I thought I would put this out. Today is 11/22, so you can think of the 1/1 as a 2 is 2/2/2. Balance, harmony,